All right, folks, welcome back. This is our weekend commentary for the ICT Mentorship for January 21st, 2022. All right, dollar index. Still favoring a run into here and here, and just consolidating in here. I like the fact that we created a swing low. I like that. I would have rather seen it have a little bit more upside today, but it is what it is. All right, hourly chart on dollar. Again, just a little bit of a consolidation day after small retracement. Order block in here. So I want to see it gap opening higher on Sunday. And hopefully we don't get any terrible news over the weekend, but I kind of expect things like that going forward. Like anything can pop off, and I don't want to spend too much time with tinfoil hat discussion, but there's a lot of things going on. So certain countries out there that are parting ways with the mandates and the vaccines and the masks and all that stuff. That's good news in a lot of ways, but the Chicken Little in me, the sky's falling. I don't trust it. I feel like there's this sense of, oh, well, let's call for Boris Johnson's resignation, and all of a sudden, look how fast. Let's do away with all the rest of the mandates and masks and forced vaccinations. Isn't that interesting how that happened? Czech Republic, they done the same thing. So we'll see. It might be a changing of the tide that might be good in a lot of ways, but I think they're just going to do something else. But war, I still think, is coming. All right, so consolidation here. We ran up, consolidated. I'd like to see it continue higher, make a run into this area up here. 15-minute time frame, dollar index. Consolidation, drops back down in. Buy side and balance, sell side and efficiency. Comes in, hits that, and then off into consolidation into the close. Euro dollar. Up day here, still part of this larger consolidation. I like the fact that we went up like this and went back down in. I think this area here is this and this in here are going to be a draw on liquidity going into next week. That's my bias, but we'll see obviously what we get on Sunday's opening. Euro hourly chart. Again, my attention's down here in the sell side liquidity pool and just consolidation. After we ran out the short-term low, we got that, then retraced. So, it's just part of a larger consolidation. I don't see it going higher from here, but again, all that can change over the weekend depending upon what geopolitical or wartime type scenario unfolds. Euro dollar, 15-minute time frame. Okay, small little run in here, up into this premium array, taking out buy side and then into consolidation. Just an ugly day. Pound dollar. I mentioned the only thing over here that I liked as downside discount arrays were the opening prices on these two candles. We traded into that today. You see it trading here. So relative equal highs, we ran up above that. Again, another smaller level of relative equal highs buy side. Take that out and drops, rolls over into the sell side liquidity and the daily opening price on the bullish order block. Nice little delivery there. Still wouldn't touch this pair though. Sell off in London and then consolidation the rest of the day, working on that order block level. I'd like to see it, continue going lower, but I'm speculating ahead of the weekend. So, all right, you knew I was going to probably bring this up. So the folks in here that are Bitcoin traders, I mentioned where we were probably going to have some hardships up here and then break down here. I did that on YouTube, and I mentioned this area in here in mentorship, and that we would run below here. We've done that, and now your attention should be over here. This looks ominous. Look at these 2 days here and how much ground it covered. it would not be hard to imagine that same thing happening here to wipe out 28,000. And if it does that convincingly, like I said, I'm not going to be surprised if it returns back to 20,000. Everybody all around the world has been in love with Bitcoin, calling it higher, 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 higher. And whenever that happens, I know it sounds like I'm kicking sand in your face if you are a perpetual bull, but if everyone is in love with something, that's when the highest sentiment is there, and they can use that to manipulate. And this is what you got. So it's in control, okay? As soon as they put a futures market contract on it, it's owned. That's why they did it. And the things that led to me thinking that about 60,000 would be it, it's all based on the stuff I teach you. And the logic is here. I mean, it's a market maker sell model. How much more can you argue? Like, it's a consolidation, accumulation, reaccumulation, smart money reversal, low risk sell, distribution, second stage distribution. Went through it here, but then we have all this. And this can happen like that. Just be careful. I could be wrong. All right, E-mini S&P futures, March 2022 contract. Symbol is ESH2022 in TradingView. All right, I mentioned last night this volume imbalance here, and I said there would be one just below that. That's here. And we have the buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency that closes here with a discount low. We are trading into the order block here, and we do have a volume imbalance. So ultimately, I think we're going below here. Okay, the speed at which and timing, I don't know. But today was a really nice day. We opened up below here, traded back up to the old low, closed in this area here, created volume imbalance, and then the distribution on the downside. Just a really nice breakdown on stocks. Hourly chart on E-mini S&P. Mentioned all this yesterday. Fell out of bed yesterday and then traded back up into an old low. So these two levels here, those are the two. Let's go back up to the daily. That's this low here and this low here respectively, okay? And you see them here. So we careened through that yesterday and then traded back up into, after creating relative equal highs. They dropped down first, getting everybody induced for shorting, then came back, cleaned all those individuals out, and their liquidity that was used for their short protection, their buy stops, were accumulated as smart money shorts, and then distribution on the downside. Notice the reactions here on the volume imbalances on the daily chart, and the old discount array here, and that buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency discount high. All right, and then we have our time of operation in here, relative equal highs. We drop down first, rammed it higher, old low, acts as a premium array now, and breaks down, consolidates in the lunch hour, breaks lower, fair value gap, runs up into it, and then sells off. We're looking for this level here going into next week. 5-minute chart, a little bit sloppy in here. I did some trading on the NASDAQ futures market, and wow, was that fun today. I wish I would have done multiple full futures contracts, because it was a lot of volatility and some movement that would have been amazing. I could have had like a $35,000, $40,000 day today. Yes, you heard that correct. But if you look at the E-mini S&P futures, it started off with a little bit of wonky price action in here. Came down and then rammed it right up into buy side liquidity. Breaks lower. Everything in here is your lunchtime hour. So you want to take this candle, note the high here, but this candle here all the way to, I think, this one here. Disregard all that price action and just look at it as an up close candle. And then this runs right back up into it as a bearish order block, ignoring all this. That's how the algorithm is looking at it. in its optimal trade entry there as well, and then breaks lower, comes back up in pretty deep here, and then breaks once more, trades back into this down closed candle, breaks aggressive, the imbalance in here, look at the bodies respecting that. Inside of the volume imbalance on the daily chart, the lower one, all that price action there, and then breaks hard, retraces, and once more for the low of the day. Just a really nice volatile day, but it was tricky. If you don't know what you're doing, obviously it's going to be painful. Just a really nice volatile day on stock index futures. And I will obviously talk a little bit about the NASDAQ futures market and the micro accounts that are available in the YouTube channel tonight. Okay, so the video should post around 10 o'clock, inside the 10 o'clock hours when I'm aiming for. I want to be hopefully on time, but that's when it should hit the YouTube channel.